The old car sputtered. It coughed one last time and died. The headlights flickered and went out. The friends sat in the dark, silent. They had arrived at the haunted hotel. "Well," said Ben, breaking the silence, "here we are." He tried to sound cheerful, but his voice shook a little. The hotel loomed over them, a dark shape against the night sky. The friends piled out of the car, stretching stiff legs. They unloaded their bags, their breath misting in the cold air. The old hotel seemed to watch them with empty eyes. "Let's go inside," said Chloe, trying to sound brave, but she held tightly to Ben's arm as they walked towards the dimly lit entrance. The air inside the hotel was cold and still, heavy with the smell of dust and decay. Cobwebs hung from every corner, and the silence was broken only by the sound of their own footsteps. A low moan seemed to come from the floorboards beneath their feet. The friends exchanged nervous glances. "Did you hear that?" whispered Emily, her eyes wide with fear. They continued down a long, dark hallway, each footstep echoing in the silence. The faint sound of whispers seemed to follow them, coming from the shadows that clung to the walls. As they reached the end of the hallway, a door slammed shut with a loud bang. Emily jumped, clutching Ben's arm. "Something's here with us," she whispered, her voice trembling. The friends huddled together, their hearts pounding in their chests. They had reached the room at the end of the hall, the room rumored to be the most haunted of all. Tim, ever the skeptic, reached for the doorknob. "Don't!" gasped Chloe, but it was too late. The door creaked open as if inviting them in. The room was dark and cold, the air thick with a musty smell. Furniture lay shrouded in dusty white sheets, casting eerie shadows in the moonlight that filtered through the grimy windows. Suddenly the temperature in the room plummeted. A cold wind seemed to swirl around them, and the sheets on the furniture began to billow and sway as if something unseen was breathing beneath them. The friends huddled closer, their breath catching in their throats. The wind intensified, whipping the sheets into a frenzy. Then, as quickly as it began, the wind stopped. The sheets fell still. Chloe gasped, pointing a trembling finger. "The music box," she whispered. On a dusty table in the corner, a music box sat, its lid slightly ajar. A soft, haunting melody drifted from within, filling the room with an ethereal light. As they watched, a figure began to emerge from the shadows. It was a young woman, her face pale and drawn, her eyes filled with a deep sadness. She reached out a hand towards them, and a single word escaped her lips, barely audible: "Help." But before the friends could react, the figure shimmered and faded away, the music box falling silent. The room was plunged back into darkness, leaving the friends to wonder if they had imagined it all.